So last night we were visited by what seemed to be every sheriff in the whole state. They said they were sympathetic to our cause and it wasn't personal, right before writing us a $15,000 fine and a stop business order. To anyone that thinks we're doing this because we want to make money, you're not paying attention to what's happening. We're doing this so our daughters can go to school. We're doing this so my autistic son can receive his therapies at home that will be shut down later this week. We're doing this so your kids can finish their senior year of high school with their friends instead of being behind the computer screen. For all the small businesses that poured their heart and soul into their place and it's being torn away from them. Outside of all these so-called laws and mandates and rules, there are truths, and there is right and wrong. What is happening is wrong. We will fight, and we promise we will not give up. We're fighting for all of us, not to make a dollar, but to stand up for what is right. We ask you to join up in this fight against this mayor and his unconstitutional mandates. The harm being spread by this will be irreparable if we don't act now. This is where we make our stand, and we hope you understand this is greater than any one of us. This is for all of us. At about 11:30 p.m. last night, we were visited by about 20 officers from the Sheriff's Department. Didn't have a lot of good things to say. They tried to make it like it wasn't, that they didn't want to do it, that they were just under orders. So they were very sympathetic and tried to explain to them really simply that there's no way that you can say that you're sympathetic while writing me a $15,000 fine. They said they will be back tomorrow, which is today. I believe they may have said that today they will come back during the day and then at night after 10 if we are open and we do have people inside.
My biggest problem would end up taking place is that we declared ourselves an autonomous zone and we're going to do what we're going to do because we want to provide for our families. So we knew, we have a target on our back. We knew they're going to come. We're going to see how do we handle them, be respectful, this and that. So yesterday, 3 undercover cars end up popping up. And they get out of the cars, and you knew right away that they were law enforcement of sorts. So at first we're just thinking they're sheriffs and this and that, they're coming after us. And then they go walking into Incas, the Peruvian restaurant. I think there was about 8 of them that end up going inside the establishment. 2 of them come walking over to us, and they just said hello. They kind of looked at the ground, looked at what the door was, what was said on the, in the posters, kind of peeked in. And then they walked away, and you can hear them. They said, talk to themselves. It's like, got a lot of respect for that, and that was it. So it was like, okay, they drove away. So it's like, that's odd. We go over to our friend who owns Incas, and we asked him, Caesar, what was that about? He's like, he goes, it was the SLA letting us know that starting tomorrow we can't have any customers. That we're in an orange zone. We can't have any more customers, and the only ones that are allowed in here are employees. They must be wearing masks, and it came some other paperwork and stuff. So it's like, so it's the state troopers that's going in the SLA. He goes, yeah. He goes, they said they'll be here every day. They'll be by every day, checking on the establishment, making sure that they're following it and everything like that. So it's like, okay, you think the night's over and everything. So we're still trying to be responsible and everything. It's like, okay, tomorrow's where it's going to end up starting up. They come in illegally. Then they don't give us a warning. Now you're just going after us. And then when you end up having to say that you're just following orders, and the fact that it's coming directly from the mayor, who is supposedly a staunch supporter of people fighting back against the system, you won your whole entire campaign about being a public advocate to end up becoming mayor because you stood behind unions and this and that and everything for the small people, and then you're going to end up saying to them directly to come to us. Now, also with that, you have the sheriff department come in on behalf of the health department, and it's a bully tactic. And you come with a minimum of 15 sheriffs, you're bullying. You're bullying, and you think you're going to end up knocking us down. If anything, it made me finally end up picking my head up and end up holding it high and said, I'm standing up. I might not win this war or this battle. I might lose my establishment, but the one thing that's going to end up taking place from this is I'm going to be able to go home to my kids, and my head is going to be held up high.
So last night, the Sheriff's Department explained to us that if we didn't have everything on the windows and in front, that they were never coming by. They said, we sparked the interest of the mayor. He said, they didn't know what happened, whether it was all this, but they were instructed specifically to come to us to put a stop to it. So, since we attracted the attention of the mayor, I hope we're attracting your attention now. And I'm here to tell you that here at Max, both myself and Keith are here for the long term. And we will fight, and we will fight, and we will fight. So you can send every agency you have, and we will keep on going. And this is not just for us, this is for everybody. So if we can get you all on board, everybody, it's not us, it's for the small businesses, it's for the students, it's for everybody who is being held down by this. This is a virus, we understand, we will be safe, we hope you're safe, but at some point we have to do what's right and we have to take a stand, and the time to do it is now.